Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Caught on camera, this mail carrier was badly hurt after a dog attacked him. And now he's speaking out, helping to launch a new initiative to bring awareness to dog attacks on mail carriers. Plus, a deadly system of thunderstorms and tornadoes tear through the South over the weekend. And that same system is now threatening the Northeast. We'll tell you what states are at risk. But first, as we take a look outside through our winter sky cam, there is sunshine for now. Paul is here with a look at when clouds might be coming back. Weather topping our news at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Everard Cassidy. Let's take a live look outside for you right now at the view from our Romulus, Ann Arbor, and Mount Clemens sky cam as we turn things over to meteorologist Paul Gross for a look at what's on tap.
Well, what you saw on those 4 Skycam shots is just confirmed by this beautiful high-resolution satellite imagery. Look at the dramatic clearing that's transpired during the morning hours. And you're probably noticing this, and it's not moving. What that is snow cover from this past weekend storm. Yes, it was enough snow to see it on the satellite. And look at this. You can actually see the snow melting after the sun came out. Look at this. I'll show it one more time. You can actually see the snow melting. That is just fascinating. The other thing we're watching is the wind blowing at about 15 miles per hour from the northwest with higher gusts. We're all in the 40s right now, and we're going to get to a high in the low 50s. The thing is, with that wind, it's going to be a little on the brisk side, but at least it's going to be a sunny day. That's good news because we have a lot of rain chances this coming week. We're going to talk about that, and I'm actually going to take you through a timeline of our holiday weekend weather, all coming up in just a few. Everard?
All righty, Paul, thank you. A deadly system of thunderstorms and tornadoes rips through the South. Take a look at this video. It's of a rescue from Mississippi floodwaters. Oh, you can just hear the panic in that woman's voice. This dramatic video is from Jackson, and it shows a woman and a girl being rescued from an SUV as it sank in the floodwaters. In total, the weekend storms left a path of horrific destruction with at least 8 people dead, including 3 children. Gabe Gutierrez reports from hardest hit Alto, Texas.
It's hitting Shelby right now.
Overnight, the deadly storm system marched east, this twister ripping through Shelby, Ohio.
Oh my God.
High winds downing trees and power lines across the state. This after heavy rain, hail, and flooding pounded the South.
That's a tornado. That's it.
Back-to-back tornadoes sliced through tiny Alto, Texas.
I've been here all my life, and it's hard.
One of them, an EF3 twister, packing winds of 140 miles an hour.
We got a water leak over here, right?
Cecil Morgan and his family huddled in his home, praying as the roof ripped off. The second twister destroying what was left. Residents now trying to salvage what they can. In nearby Angelina County, even more heartbreak. 2 young brothers, 3-year-old Jace and 8-year-old Dylan Creel, were killed when a tree smashed their family's car. The small town of Franklin, Texas, also took a direct hit. More than 50 homes destroyed.
Just gone. Everything's gone.
In Louisiana, torrential rain brought dangerous flooding. 13-year-old Sebastian Omar Martinez drowned in a drainage canal. Severe weather also swept across Mississippi, killing a 95-year-old man and injuring about a dozen others. Mississippi is under a state of emergency. Today's schools here are closed as a massive cleanup effort gets underway. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Alto, Texas.
All righty, Gabe, thank you. Back here at home now in other news, a judge sentenced a man convicted in the deadly shooting of 2 men. Verness Griffin will spend the rest of his life in prison without the chance of parole. It was last February Griffin shot and killed a coworker in Taylor and then another coworker in Pontiac. Police say this was all part of a multi-county crime spree, and as you can imagine, some very emotional moments in the courtroom as one of the victim's sisters spoke.
Keith did not deserve to die in the fashion in which he did. Mr. Griffin did not murder my brother. He massacred them.
Well, Griffin chose not to appear in court for today's sentencing. And it was a quick day in court for the retrial of former MSP trooper Mark Bessner. It was shortly after the jury walked into the courtroom that the judge asked both lawyers to his chambers. They were all gone for about an hour and a half, and when they got back into the courtroom, a judge sent that jury home. That trial will now continue tomorrow. The American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, is going before the news media at this hour to announce a lawsuit against courts here in Detroit. The ACLU is filing a class action lawsuit in federal court against the 36th District Court in Detroit. The suit claims the court violates the constitutional rights of people confined to jail because they cannot afford to pay bail after their arrest. The ACLU says the cash bail discriminates against poor people. Local 4 will be listening and talking with the ACLU about this lawsuit. We're going to have reports for you a little bit later on Local 4 later today. In political headlines now, sanctuary cities might be getting more undocumented immigrants. The White House confirms it's still considering the option. In the meantime, voices from both sides addressed the issue over the weekend. The White House is fanning more controversy, this time around threatening so-called sanctuary cities.
I am proud to be the mayor of a sanctuary city. We believe sanctuary cities are safer cities.
President Trump apparently testing the limits of that belief by considering sending more migrants to cities like Oakland, California, that limit their cooperation with federal immigration authorities.
We can give them an unlimited supply, and let's see if they're so happy. They say we have open arms.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders stressing this is just an option and not President Trump's first choice. However,
is if Democrats would step up and help the president fix the laws, this all could go away. We wouldn't be having this discussion, and that would be the best thing for the country.
Some Democrats say the president is abusing his power by turning migrants into pawns.
He shouldn't use them as what he imagines as retribution to political opponents.
This is, again, his manufactured chaos that he's created over the last 2 years on the border.
Others believe the immigration issue is at a breaking point and that something has to give.
We're not securing our border. We're not enforcing our laws. Sanctuary cities are illegal.
Well, the White House has said that they're looking into options that would make Trump's threat possible, but have yet to put forward a specific proposal. In the meantime, acclaimed cellist Yo-Yo Ma performed at the border. Take a listen. The music of Johann Sebastian Bach drifted across the U.S.-Mexican border in Laredo, Texas this past weekend as acclaimed cellist Yo-Yo Ma brought his concert tour to the border. Ma played on both sides of the border, originally, though, planning to play on the bridge that links the countries. But that plan was canceled because of concerns of traffic disruptions. It was after his performance, Ma spoke about his motivation. He said, "In culture, we build bridges, not walls. I've lived my life at the borders, in between cultures, between disciplines, between music, between generations." And right now we want to get to breaking news just into the Local 4 newsroom. The redacted version of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report into Russian interference in the 2016 election is expected to drop Thursday morning. Last week, Attorney General William Barr said that he'd release it within a week. Still, Democrats will likely go to court to demand that full report plus evidence. Actress Lori Loughlin and her husband, fashion designer Massimo Giannulli, have pleaded not guilty in connection with the college admissions scam. The couple is charged with paying $500,000 in bribes to get their daughters admitted to USC as crew recruits, even though neither are rowers. Loughlin and her husband are among 50 people charged. So far, 13 people, including actress Felicity Huffman, have pleaded guilty. New and a new Postal Service campaign is launched to keep their workers and communities safe. As Local 4's Nick Monticelli shows us, it comes after a frightening dog attack was caught on camera.
This week really is about numbers and awareness. You have no idea how many mail carriers are actually attacked in every single year. Attacks like this one against Todd Bridges. But this is the first time that carrier is talking about what happened.
I turn around, I see a pit bull charging at me, full force.
Todd Bridges has been a letter carrier for the United States Postal Service for more than 2 decades. But he's never talked to a crowd about something that could have ended his career.
Each day I try to put it further back in my mind. I try not to even do anything that's going to trigger it.
In February, Todd was working his route on Ardmore near 8 Mile in Detroit when a pit bull started attacking him. He says he did everything he could to fight the dog off, including using his dog spray.
I use my whole entire can of dog spray. And I never, ever, once you spray a dog, normally they'll run away. But this one, no. I sprayed in his face, eyes, and his mouth, and it was nothing. It's like it didn't even bother, it didn't even faze him.
That's when this man, O'Neill Colley, ran in to help, fighting the dog with a garbage can, a club, and eventually a hammer.
I feel like I was fighting for my life. All I'm thinking about is my kids. I have 2 daughters, I have a granddaughter. I'm thinking about them, I'm thinking about my family. And, you know, I'm like, I got to do something with this dog because this dog's not about to get me. It's not about to kill me.
The hammer and a belt was finally enough to end the attack, and it took Todd weeks to feel comfortable back at work.
It was tense at first. The first couple of days it was tense, but once I got past that, then I'm okay.
Now, the man that rescued him, O'Neill Cooley, the one again in this video, received an award today, and he had a pretty inspirational message. We're going to hear that on Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. In Oak Park, I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All righty, Nick, thank you so much. Still to come, a college student dies on campus. We'll tell you what police say she was doing just moments before her death. But first, a man crashes outside of a fast food restaurant, but it's what he did after the crash that ended with an elderly man hospitalized.